All right, thanks a lot, Jordan. I got a guy here that we've had on the show before, Miles McCallop, and I got to ask now. You're coming up, 8th grader. You were blowing people away with the talent and the skills here. First year last year on JV at Rolesville. What was that like to get up in there with those players? How was that experience?
It was good. First year went well. We won conference championship. It was definitely different from coming in middle school and watching what the guys are doing versus actually being a part of it. So I think being a part of it was great. Glad I got the experience.
What was it that some people come in and they think, you know, I gotta have this, or I've got to be able to lift this much, or I've got to be able to do this? What was what you thought versus the reality of what you needed to have in that first year? What kind of threw you? Because not much throws him. I got it. We threw a lot at him before, and he was like, "Oh, I got this. I got this." Was there anything that kind of threw you that first year playing ball there?
I think that, like, when I came in, I was thinking, oh, I got to make amazing plays. I got to do extraordinary things. But then when you get there, it's like your football just kind of takes over. You fall into the system. You obviously do what you can to help the team and make plays. But I think it's more of a system thing than you got to, oh, me. It's more all of the team.
Definitely no hero ball when you got 11 guys running around there.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to make it very far, so I can understand that. And I wanted to ask you about the things that you've gotten better at. I know that you're constantly getting better every day, and progress at your level comes in small little increments. But since the last time I've seen you, I was noticing the arms. I mean, I'm not going to take these pipe cleaners out here and show off, but you've definitely gotten bigger there. Where have you improved, not just physically, but in your game, do you think?
I think in my game, I've improved mentally. Like I said before, more taking it as a team role, leadership role, getting all the guys together, like, hey, we got to do this, not, oh, I'm going to do this. So I think that's really helped us.
Once I got to be in high school, you might as well have called me Sonny, because I was definitely the center of the universe and everything revolved around me. I wasn't doing anything for anybody, but you still have that urge to give back, and we'll get to that camp in just a second we're going to talk about. But what is it that's instilled in you to constantly give back? Because I wrote that off when I didn't start doing charity work again until I was in college. But it seems like it's ingrained in you. Why is that?
I think it's just the way that I've grown up. I've always grown up with a lot of people coming in, helping Miles, looking out for Miles. So I think, like, when you grow up with that type, it makes you want to give back more.
Now let's talk a little bit about this camp. This isn't just the first or the second, third time through this thing, right?
Yes, sir.
When you do the first one, it's like, man, I don't know if I ever want to do that again. And then the second one, you got this thing rolling now. How much easier is it, if you would, to get these going?
I think every year it gets a little bit easier. Every year we're trying to improve. So I wouldn't say it gets easier, but I think it gets better and better, and it's honestly just working at it, getting better, like anything else.
How different is this one now versus when the first time you tried to pull it off? What kind of new things we got to expect to come in and see?
This year, first year we were at Nightdale Station Park. Then second year we moved it to NC State. So this third year we're working on getting some stuff together. I won't say anything yet, but when you come to the camp, you'll be able to see it. It's going to be some good stuff.
Now, it's going to be mind-blowing, is that what you're telling me?
I think the kids are going to really like it.
Are you changing up anything about the skills or the things that you're trying to show them? Because I know sometimes you got the basics, and the basics is enough, because let's face it, there's nothing wrong with drilling the fundamentals and making sure that you get them all down. Is it going to follow the same format this year?
Yeah, we're looking to follow the same format, competing, doing solo stuff, getting people in there, talking to the kids. I think it's going to follow all the same stuff. Maybe a little more competitiveness this year, because we want to get a little bit of that every year. But other than that, I don't think so.
I was going to say, what's the response been like? Because I know the first year you had a nice core group of kids out there. The second year, it was enormous. I mean, yeah. I remember when we showed up, we were looking around like, wow, do they have enough people to do enough drills here? But you did, ran it all smooth. It was like a well-oiled machine. How's the response been this year, third time out?
I think the response has been, hey, I love the camp. Can't wait to come back mostly. Just everybody's having a good time, really.
How's the growth been from the players from the first camp to the second camp, now to the third? They say that the biggest, upgrade, they make the biggest improvement from that first game to that second game. How has the change been from the campers that were there the first time to the campers that have come back with all of the things that you showed them? How much have you seen them grow?
I think you can see a big difference from the first time they were there versus the second time. You see them, because they're kind of like used to it. They know what you're doing. Some of the kids, I can tell they've been working on what we worked on at the camp at home. I'm like, yeah, that's good to see. So I think it's a big jump.
I think I know the answer to this, but obviously throwing touchdown passes is great. How nice is it to see the stuff that you're showing somebody pay off and watch them improve their game?
It's really good to see. I know I went out to some of the kids' 7-on-7 games, because I play with the 18. So I go down and watch the 6 and 8 year play. I'm like watching some of the kids that I train. I was like, it's good to see them throw them touchdowns.
So if it doesn't work out as a player, or when your playing career is over, should I say, a long time from now, looks like coaching might be in your future, because you definitely got the knack for it, it seems.
Yes, sir. I do love coaching. I love watching kids, so maybe, yes, sir.
That's after the playing career, long gone, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I know you're a big time, football star at Rolesville and everything, and it brings a lot of attention with it. But what's it like when people, the young guys, come up to you throughout the course of the year, and what do they say to you, the campers that have come to you, that have seen you play, that have been to your camp?
Yes, sir. Sometimes I'll be like at a grocery store or like just out throwing the ball with a receiver. They just come in and say, "Hey, Miles, you having the camp again?" I'm telling them, yeah. They're like, "Can't wait to come, can't wait to see you." And it leaves like a warm feeling in your heart that I don't think you could get from other places. So it's a good feeling.
Tell them when the camp is, and where we can get them to get some information, so we can get some more campers out there for you.
The camp is July 20th, NC State University. You can get more information on Eventbrite. On Eventbrite will be all the information. You go to Eventbrite, put M2 Youth Mentoring Camp, and everything you need is right there.
We'll definitely push it out there. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Jordan, send it back to you.